ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ. Welcome to this segment of Coach Gurbani's a-sabad-a-day. Our reflection today, Suhi Mahalla Panjwa Baikunth Nagar Jaha Sant Vasa. Baikunth is the realm or the place or the town where Sant dwells. And here we have to kind of hear the word Sant in its full double resonance. It is a doubling that the English word saint doesn't quite carry. So Sant here points to Guru wisdom. The Sant is a state of mind, but it also points to the Guru, the embodiment. So it grows out of Sat, meaning the truth. So in that sense, Sant is the settled presence of the Guru's truth, Guru wisdom that has taken root and now lives within the counsel of the enlightened one, which has become one's inner ground. And so Sant, Santa, is the other nuance of the word, which means tranquility. The mind has grown still. It is now placid, settled, at rest. But both of these meanings are actually one movement. Where Guru wisdom takes up residence, the mind becomes tranquil. Wisdom becomes the ground. Tranquility is its fruit. And in Gurbani, a single word, Sant, here in the plural sense, holds both cause and effect. So the first stanza begins with Baikunth Nagar Jaha Sant Vasa, where the mind has been rendered tranquil through Guru wisdom. There is Baikunth Nagar. Nagar refers to a township, a realm, a place of dwelling, and it is called Baikunth. Literally, it means a realm where there is no anxiety, where there is no constriction, Baikunth, without anxiety. In Indian mythology, Baikunth is the name where Vishnu resides, but Gurbani is giving it a purely psychological meaning of the inner mind. So, where the mind has been rendered tranquil by Guru wisdom, that realm is Baikunth. Prabh charan kamal rid mahe nivasa. There, the lotus feet of Prabh abide. What does that mean? Charan kamal we have spoken of many times as representing wisdom, where the mind is completely settled in that wisdom, oriented towards the Prabh, the larger reality, rather than being oriented to its own little ego. That is Baikunth. Baikunth Nagar Jaha Sant Vasa Prabh Charan Kamal Ridmahe Nivasa. Ridmahe in the heart. It's internalized. So the Guru has drawn a picture, and now he's directly addressing the mind in the Rahau. Sun man tan tuj sukh dikhlaਵਾਂ ਸੁਣ ਮਨ ਤਨ ਤੁਝ ਸੁਖ ਦਿਖਲਾਵੋਂ ਹਰ ਅਨੇਕ ਭਿੰਜਨ ਤੁਝ ਭੋਗ ਪੁੰਚਾਵੋਂ. Listen to me, my mind. I will show you what sukh looks like, well-being, comfort, what sahaj looks like. I will have you partake of the many delicacies of the har. Har anik pinjan. Pinjan means delicacies. Here, obviously, the delicacies are of the mind that then affect the body as well, how you feel. So here is an invitation to the mind to actually reside in Baikunth, in that state of being where many delicacies are tasted. In other words, the mind experiences things, feelings, however you wish to term them. The mind is in a state that is wondrous, that cannot be mentioned. Har anek bhenjan tuj bhog bhunchaun. So here's the invitation. How does that happen? Stanza 2. Amrit naam punch man mahi, अचरज साधता के बरने न जाहि. That's how. Amrit Naam, partaking of the immortal Naam, the life-giving Naam, wisdom, chewing on it, absorbing it until it becomes a part of your very fabric. There, the Guru says, Acharaj Sad, the taste is wondrous. He said that in the previous Rahau, right? Her anek bhenjan, delicacies, and they are indescribable. What are the consequences? How is it all happening? Lobha mua, greed dies. Trisna bujthaki, craving is extinguished, comes to rest, because we are constantly being fueled by the fuel of craving. Trisna never stops. पार ब्रह्म की शरण जनता की. So here, Par Brahm represents the Charan Kamal, represents the Naam, taking refuge there. That Baikunth is indeed Par Brahm. Janam janam ke pay moh nivare, deep-rooted fears and attachments are removed. O Nanak, Nanak Das, Prabhu Kirpa Tare, grace. I have received the benediction of grace. So that is the flow of the Sabad. So Baikunth is not a distant place, but an inner condition. Baikunth is the realm where, as I said, anxiety and constriction have ceased. So that is Jaha Sant Vasa, where Sant has taken up the residence, and we talked about Sant in both its senses, as Guru wisdom and as tranquility. And we also talked about how that dwelling is made possible. That dwelling is now Prabhucharan. And in the Rahau, the invitation, Sun Man, listen, consume this knowledge, and Amritanam, partaking, assimilating. Pujana is to eat something, what is outside, and to make it part of oneself. Ingesting, digesting, assimilating. Punch, that is what punch signifies. It has various connotations. So it is not something, Nam is not something to be repeated verbally. It is something to be internalized. And what is being internalized is precisely what stanza 1 calls Prabhucharana Kamal. So, Charana Kamal, Amrit Naam are not separate realities. Same orientation from two different angles. Charana Kamal describes the state of being grounded, Santavasa. Amrit Naam, Punj, describes the process by which that grounding becomes internalized. Naam is eaten until good wisdom ceases to remain an external teaching and becomes the very structure of our consciousness. This is the first sense of the word Sant. The Guru's truth takes up residence within. And then, Lobh Muwa Trisna Bujh Thaki, the consequence, craving extinguishes, and then comes Parabram. Parabram is not a new concept here that is being introduced. Parabram is Baikunth. That is where we are going to reside. That is where Amrit Naam Punch is going to take us. You see? So all of this is connected. And the final stanza, Janam Janam ke pair moh nivare, deep-seated fears. We cling. We cling to things because we fear loss. But that whole condition is now relieved. So this Sabad shows us a map of how that state of Baikunth becomes an inner reality. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.